And when you admit powerlessness, that is the strength when God can come and work through you, whether you're a normie or an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Admitting powerlessness, it's a paradox. But when you admit and know that you are powerless, that's when God can come in. Your higher power can work through you. But unfortunately, most normies are able to hold it together. They hold it together and keep struggling and keep borrowing and keep working and keep thinking, what do I do next? I got to come up with the next invention to make $1 million, or I'm going to write the next bestseller, or I'm going to be on America's Got Talent and win the deal. And they keep struggling, trying to figure this thing out. And they'll go to the grave with the song still in them.
Mm.
Whereas if you are brought to your knees and you are powerless, that's when all the magic can begin.
Yes, it's interesting, isn't it? Because I know for my own life as well, and I talk about, the fact that in my mid-40s, after having been a student of success all my life and turning it into a lot of success, then suddenly losing everything and becoming homeless and moving in with my elderly mother, it's in those moments that the things you're most afraid of, really, which is having to let go and give up and realize you're at the bottom and you don't know what to do. That's when what you actually do, and this is at the core of what I'm really teaching now, is that's when you shift your brain, if another way of explaining it, into a different space where this whole thinking, trying to figure it out, that limited part of your brain is no longer in control, and the real part of your creative brain, I call it your natural creative state, that's when that takes over, and you suddenly start to live your life. And this is why I was interested in your take on this, was you suddenly start to live your life where you actually just let go and trust. And that's when you do just take the next step, because you know that everything's going to turn out. What's there to be afraid of? Because I think what you're alluding to, that what drives most people underneath it is fear. They're afraid they won't have enough money. They won't be loved. They won't be successful. And of course, our capitalist society tends to really fuel this desire for more. Yeah. But it's all based on a fear. And I teach something called neurostate rebalancing, which is about using your brain in a different way, which is really to get rid of your fear, so you can suddenly get in the flow of life. And when you're in the flow of life, what do? You enjoy every moment. You trust the next step is going to be perfect, and you allow the miracles to show up.